Hello guys and girls, it's me again, and in today's tutorial we're going to be working on OOP basics again for my course 10. This time around we are facing inheritance and polymorphism, a Greek word, polymorphism, in Java full course for beginners 2026. Okay, let's get started. I'll just open my IntelliJ, and okay, this for our encapsulation last course 9. These are the things we did in our course 9, so make sure you watch it out. So now I will create for our course 10, I will create a package for a good file hierarchy, and I'll name this course 10. Okay, so you see we are making progress, right? And then for my course 10, I will create just a main program to run the program, and I'll zoom it out a little bit as well. 20 is good. And then now, my time for explanation on how I understand inheritance and polymorphism. I'll start with inheritance, then we'll move to polymorphism. Then, what do you think is an inheritance? Just as the name sounds, inheritance is when one class child gets the properties and behavior of another class or parents. It's just like in real life, a child inherits traits from parents like eyes, hair, maybe even dance moves or something. Java works the same way. And why we use inheritance is so we can reduce the way of using, so we won't repeat ourselves. We'll avoid duplication, we'll organize, it helps organize our file better and make big programs easier to manage as well. So there's syntax we have to use firstly to make you understand it more better. I just hope you understand my explanation of how it works. But now to make it more better, let's create a new Java class and I'll name it animal, not this, animal, like this. Then we just zoom it out a little bit. So what are the properties of an animal? An animal, let's just give it name. So I'll make this video quick. And string name, we'll just stick with only name, okay? And then I'll give this public void eats. And animal eats, animal, every animal eats those. So I will just then SOUT then I'll just no need. I'm not going to be using constructors in this video. I'm just focused on making you guys understand inheritance and polymorphism in Java. Then I will just keep this name plus animal is eating or something. So the animal is eating. Okay, so then this animal and it's the parent class. So I don't know if comments can go here. This is the parents class. Okay, that's good. Comments can go there. So you see the parents class animal. So you cannot say that something is just like an animal. Like let's say if they'll tell you what are you looking for, you say I'm looking for my animal. Like which animal are you looking for? Or you say who are you looking for? Let's say you lost someone and you went to the police station or something. They'll say who are you looking for? You say I'm looking for a person. Person is not a thing that everyone know. Like who are you looking for or something. So the animal you can just say like animal, yeah, you have to like declare the children, dog, cat, anything. Then and so we have to create like a child class in the program as well. So I'll just, for instance, I'll have like a dog class that will that will get the properties from the animal class as well. So I'll create another class to make it more understandable for you guys. Then I will create another class and I'll name it dog. So the dog class is I'll just call it dog, yeah. I think it's cool that way. Then dog extends. So we're going to use a keyword named extend. So what this extends means is that dog extends animal. So it's now a and sorry, animal, yeah, like this. I think it's called like this, extends animal. And one thing you need to know about inheritance is that a class can't inherit like properties of one person unless it implementing from like an interface or something. You can implement from an interface more than two interfaces or many other thing. But once you're working with classes, you only extend only one class from from when inheriting from a class. Okay, so let's say the dog extends from animal, so the eats dog eats. Okay, so since it's extending from animal, it's also extending all the properties of the animal class. Okay, so but let me just give a dog its own property. So since all the animals eat and a dog can bark as well, so I can just give it like a function named let me say public void, not eat. It's already extending the eat, so I can still use the eat, no, not this. So I will say public void bark. So a dog can bark, and so we will just print this out and say SOUT tab and name plus uh, so the dog just says woof or something. The dog says woof. So it has its own property, it has bark, and since it's inheriting from the animal class, it's like it also has it as well. Okay, so let me run the program in our main Java. So to run program in our main Java, you guys know what to do. PSVM tab, and it gives this. Okay, so and then what are we going to do? Let's call a dog class, an instance of the dog class. So we'll say dog, let's name it dog, my dog or something, is equals new dog and tab and this. Okay, so now let's access the name. We'll just say my dog dot name is equals I don't like using bingo, but I will just use bingo or something. I'll just make it Charles bingo or something. Yeah, cool. So the next thing now, to show you how polymorphism works, I will I can do my dog dot eat. You see, it's allowing me to access the class of it since it's extending from the animal class. You can see it extends from the animal class. Dog extends animal and it can eat. So it can use the function I called in the animal class since it's extending from the animal class. So there's no need when you can create like animals. So if you want to create like lots of animals, you can like just put the okay, I'll explain what I would need. I am doing now. Just hold on. So the next thing I will do now is then eat dog dot eat. Then I'll now say my dog dot bark. So it can also access its own backend function or methods. Okay. So now let me just run it so you see what happens. Hold on. Yeah, you can see Charles Bingo is eating and Charles Bingo says woof. So it can access the eating method from the animal class since it's inheriting from its parent class animal. Since it's extending the animal class, it can do this eating method. Okay, so and then you can also say dog is a subclass of animal. It's inherited the name variable and eats, plus it has its own back method. Okay, and so that's it. So inheritance, the keywords you need to know in inheritance is the extend keyword. It makes a child create class inheritance from a parent's class, and the super refers to the parents. You will see it more soon though. So and before I go into polymorphism, I will just explain one simple thing. I will just say let me say let me create a new class and I will name it I don't know if fish is an animal, but we just let's just say fish is an animal or something. So I'll just create a new class and I'll name it fish.java or something. So if I should so now let me extends uh animal. So fish extends animal. So let me change the object of the fish. So now look for the this thing, you see public void, the animal has a function called eat, but I don't think fish is eating. I want to make it something cool, like the fish is eating smaller fishes or something. So if I go, I will just do public void eat. Let me just do it manually, then I'll show you guys what we can do again with it. So I'll say public void eat and I will say SOUT tab, then I'll say name plus is eating smaller fishes. Okay, so now if you see this, it doesn't give us an error, quite alright, but if you look at it, it doesn't show that it's extending. So to Java, it's just as if you are creating a new class to it. Okay, it's not like saying it's trying to override or do something else to its parent class. So if you want to override the parent class, all you need to do is to put the at override. So it now shows Java, oh, he's trying to change this it to its own it, something like that. So, and it's also very, very cool to put this, a very good code writing way to put this override at the top of, if you're trying to override a method or something. So that's it. So now if we run our fish, let me say I create like a fish, an instance of the fish class, and I'll name it fish. My fish is equals new fish tab. Then this, then I'll now say my, I don't even need to give my fish name, but I'll just give the fish name so it won't be weird. Name equals Charles fish and a semicolon, don't forget that. Then I'll now say my fish dot eat, and did my fish have any other function? Okay, let me just create one more function for our fish, and I'll say public void, I'll call it move. So the move would be SOUT tab, and I'll now say name plus is swimming away or something. It's swimming away. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, so that's the move. So you see this one is indicating that it's overriding from the parents class. You see how my code looks neat. I'll just remove this out so you see how my coding looks neat. Okay. So the override shows that, oh, it's overriding from this parents class that it extends from and stuff like that. So if I should put then my fish dot, you can see it can move, it can eat, so I'll just say move tab, and that's it. So if I should run my program, what you'll see is Charles Bingo is eating and Charles Bingo says wolf. Then Charles Fish, oh, I forgot to add space right here. Let me zoom this out a little bit. Charles Fish is eating smaller fishes and Charles Fish is swimming away. I don't know. I think my system is on loop. Don't want to just charge this up and get. Okay, yeah, and so Charles Bingo is eating, and Charles Bingo says wolf. Then Charles Fish is eating. I forgot to put my spaces here as well. So, uh, and Charles Fish is swimming away too. So that's all the thing you need to know in inheritance. Now, let me just briefly explain polymorphism. So, for polymorphism, all you need to understand is what is polymorphism in Greek. It's a Greek word, polymorphism. Poly means many, and morphism means forms. It means that like a class can access, like children classes can access, have many forms, or like, okay, don't worry, once you start coding, I think you understand it more better. Then Java let one thing act in many different ways depending on the context. Okay, let me just check if I can use it as a real life example. Say, okay, let's say you have like a remote control and you press the power button. On the TV, it turns it on the fan, it spins, on the AC, and it cools and stuff like that. Same, it's just like same button, different results. And like the same button, you can just press something, it gives you, if you press on in the remote, it turns on the TV. Press on in the remote, it can turn on the fan as well, or turns on, cools the AC as well. So that's just the basics of polymorphism. Okay, so let's put it into action now. Okay, now I have two classes inheriting from my animal class, the dog class and the fish class as well. Okay, So initially let's see this. Okay, so this is the back and this is the swimming away. So I think the fish won't be a very good this it won't be a very good example. So I'll just clear the fish and I'll create a class of cat. Let me say new Java class and I'll name it cat. Okay, so then if I should go, let me just change this backend to speak, so I can use it again in my this as well. So I'll just change it to speak. I'll change this back to speak or something. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no errors. So if I go to my cat class, so I will extend it with animal. So it's now inheriting from our animal class. Hold on, don't skip. We are going to go to polymorphism right now. So now what we are going to do is, so I'll just give like a different function for my class, for my cat class, and I'm going to name it public 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 void, sorry, public void speak, public void speak. Then I'll now say SOUT prints would print name plus, sorry, name plus is male or something, I don't know. Yeah, oh, that's cool. So name is meow. I don't know if it sounds alright. It sounds weird, but it's what cat does though. So this dog and this animal. So now let's jump into polymorphism. You can see how our fish works, right? So I'll just delete this so and give more explanation on polymorphism. Then if I should tap this in, so you can say let's say you can say cat, you can say cats, sorry, cats one is equals new cat or something. Then you can say cat1 equals new cat, or then you can say dog dog1 is equals new dog. Okay, and then let's say you want to, but you can't access just one of the, okay, I was a little bit distracted. And okay, let's get started. Then we have cat1 equals new cat, dog1 equals new dog, but we need like a remote to control everything, and it's not cat because you can't put cat right here, it gives an error. Cat is not a dog. Then you can't put uh dog right here, it gives an error because dog is not a cat as well. But if you want to have like a remote to you see it's giving an error in the cat or something. So if you want to have like an entire remote to be able to access every single thing, you can just do animal, animal, you call your animal. So since all of them are animals, it can be sorry, let me just put this here. Then animal dog1, yeah. So since they are both extending the animal class, so you can use this animal cat1 equals new cat and it still works the same way. So if I do cat1 dot speak, I think it has speak or something. Wait, what's the problem? uh Public void speak, I think, oh, I actually made a mistake on this. The animal class has to have like its own speak method or something. Then let me just put public void speak in the animal class, and I'll just say SOUT tab, and I'll now give name is speaking or something. Then is picking. Then if I go to the dog class now, there is no issue, and if I go to the cat class, there's no issue since it's overriding. Then I'll just put override right here. Then here again as well, I'll just put override as well under the class right here. Now put ads override. Okay, so now let's go to this program. Now cat can use the speak method. Then dog one can use its own speak method. So if I should run it, run the program, you see, oh, where is it saying null? What's the issue? Null is meow, null says wolf. What's the problem? Extends name plus this name plus says wolf. What's the issue? Okay. Oh, yeah, I've known the issue. It's not, I didn't specify the name. So it still works cool, though. I didn't specify the name of the dog or the name of the cat or something. So I didn't specify their names. So you can also do cat1 dot name is equals Charles cat or something. Then cat, sorry, dog one dot name is equals, then I will just give it Charles dog. Okay, then if I should run the program now, it doesn't say null again. Charles dog is meow and Charles dog says woof. Okay, it's not Ismail, I think it's weird. Ismail is weird. Okay, so that is polymorphism. Now you can see that instead of doing cat1 equals new cat, animal, sorry, dog 1 equals new dog, you can just do animal cat1 and animal dog 1 because it's the parents and they are both inheriting the traits of the parents. So that's it. Yeah. So there, that is it. That's all we have for what do we do inheritance and polymorphism as well. Okay, so let me just summarize everything before we round up. And inheritance is just like child inheriting the parents' gene and stuff. Then polymorphism is same actions and different results. Same actions, different result. Like the animal able to like use all the whole child's instance of the whole child's classes, all of its child classes. Yeah, then we have overriding. The child can also change the behavior of its parents, like how we change the speak to our own speak method, then change the speak to our own speak method and stuff like that for other classes. Then that's it. Okay, why these are powerful concepts is it helps you write less code, you get flexibility, your code becomes more organized and modular. You can build real world simulations like animals, vehicles, accounts, games, and more. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on my latest videos, and leave a like and comment as well. Your feedback really helps me create better content for you. Love you all.